So today I'm going to be doing my September TBR. I really love watching these videos and I haven't done one in I think like 4 years. So the first book is a book that I'm currently reading and I am really excited to finish it and be done with it already. It's been a total roller coaster, but I will talk about it more in my September wrap up when I finish reading it, and it is It by Stephen King, and I only have 200 pages left. So I'm really glad because it's been taking up a lot of my reading time. So I am hoping to finish this, watch the original movie, the first movie that came out, and then chapter 1, the newer movie that came out, and then I'm going to go to the movie theater and watch chapter 2. So I'm really excited to go see the new movie, and I am also excited to be finishing this and just starting a new book. So the next book I plan on reading is All That Is Solid Melts into Air. I think I did the try a first chapter tag in my reading rush vlog. I think that's why I have the first 30 pages left, but I'll probably have to reread those pages because I don't remember what I read. But I do remember starting it, and I do remember like not picking it as a reading rush book because it's not like a book you want to really rush through. But this is about different people's perspective and like what they were doing and how their life was when the Chernobyl power plant exploded. I'm really excited to read this because I've been really into the whole Chernobyl disaster. I watched the HBO show and I listened to the podcast, and I just like really dug deep when I was researching into it, and it's just really interesting. So I'm excited to read this. The next book I plan on reading also is another one that I've mentioned before on my channel, and it's We Were Here by Matt Della Pena. I really wanted to save this for next month, but I don't think I can. I read the first chapter for the try a first chapter tag, which was like embedded in my reading rush vlog, which I will link below. I think it was like the first or second video of the reading rush, and maybe it was the first video. I think I did the try a first chapter tag thing, but I actually like doing that tag, and I think I will do a video like dedicated to it on its own without it being in a vlog in the future. But I read the first chapter and I really liked it. It's about this boy. He goes to juvie and then I guess he breaks out and tries to go to Mexico. So I think this is going to be about his journey to the border, and maybe I think he escapes with 2 other guys, but I'm not sure. But that's what it seemed like when I read the synopsis. This is a YA book. I always have bad luck with YA, but I swear Matt Della Pena writes YA really well. If you're looking for a diverse YA book, I definitely recommend checking this author out. I really liked Mexican White Boy by him and The Living by him. The next book I plan on reading is The Shining by Stephen King. I really wanted to save this for October because I have a lot of like October reads that I want to read for Halloween, but the Dr. Sleep movie comes out in the beginning of November 11th I think it was, and that book is big too. So I figured I'm gonna read this in September, read Dr. Sleep in October, and then watch the movie in November. And they're pretty thick, so I'm hoping to get through this. You guys know all about this, and I actually have only seen snippets of the movie. I haven't watched the movie completely, so I'm excited to read this and then watch the movie. The next one is one I've had for a long time on my shelf, and it's Keep Your Friends Close. And this one I got at BEA in 2013, and it's even an ARC, so it's been a long time. This one is obviously already out, but this is about this couple, this husband and wife. They have a daughter and she's on a school trip overseas. The daughter gets really sick while she's on her trip, so the mom decides to go over there and be with her, and the mom's best friend offers to stay at her house with her husband and like just take care of the house and take care of things while she's gone. And then when the mom gets back, she realizes that her best friend has fallen in love with her husband. So it seems like it's going to be a thriller. It's probably going to be a fast read, so I'm excited to read this. The last 2 books that I plan on reading in September are on my Kindle. The first one is going to be The Goldfinch. I'm really excited to read this. I've been wanting to read it for a really long time. I've heard mixed reviews. It's a long book, but I really want to read it before the movie comes out, and the movie comes out September 13th, so I don't have that much time. So actually I probably should be reading that book after it. I don't know if I should be doing that because Goldfinch is a big book and it is a big book, so I'm going from a big book to another big book, and I don't want to get into a slump, but I really want to get it read before the movie comes out. The second book I want to read that's on my Kindle, I borrowed it from the library. I was on the wait list for the longest time, but it was finally available, is The Gifted School, and I am really excited to read this one too. It has been compared to Big Little Lies, and I loved Big Little Lies. It was just like such a thick book, but such a quick read. I think I read it in like 2 days. So this one is supposed to have like the same kind of like drama as Big Little Lies. There's supposed to be all this drama between these parents that have their kids at this gifted school. So I'm excited to read that one. So if I finish all those books, I definitely will be reading other books that you'll probably see in my September wrap up. I have a lot of book hauls to catch up with, and I don't know, I think I have like 5 book hauls I need to catch up with that date back to 2015, but I still want to haul them so you can see them. Oh, and one more thing, don't forget to click the bell and turn on your notifications, because apparently like even my own friends like aren't seeing my videos in their feed because it's not showing up if you don't turn on the bell. So turn on the bell so you have notifications, because I've been uploading a lot. And don't forget to comment down below if you've read any of these, or if you plan on reading any of these too in September. Let's talk in the comments down below. And I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next video.